Okay, here we are, Battlefield of Eternity. Looking at the draft. I'm a little afraid of blue team's one-dimensionality. They're sort of very auto-attack dependent with Tyrande, Raynor, and Lunara, and maybe lacking a little bit of burst to follow up on Stitch Hooks. Red team is sort of divey, which can be problematic for Tyrande, Raynor, Lunara as well. A lot of control here with taunt into root. Like it's a tree root. That actually will help Tyrande a little bit. If Tyrande can auto the tree, can help with her cooldowns. Also with Artanis probably going blind into blue's auto attack dependent comp. That's a pretty rough 4 seconds of time. So we'll see how that works out. Well, if you're in really foolish positioning, gets killed. Nice focus. See Mephisto's putting out a lot of just tickle damage that Tyrande can't really heal up if she can't auto, so that might be tricky. So Vala fashion forward. Slow this down. Threading the needle, getting stone, nice follow up stone. But the damage. Raynor gets blown up. Raynor's ahead of tank right there. And dodges the root. Helps kill the tree. Hook comes out. So now it's Raynor versus Vala. Vala's just standing. Raynor's not hitting her back. Okay, so Raynor just gets owned by Vala and just not even moving. Just standing there throwing out the autos. And she has auto build. Which is weird. It's neither... whatever. So here, like right when they got that kill, they should have been on this right away. So there's a trade. These early kills really only matter because it allows you to start map tempo by getting this. And then making a play up here as a team maybe or something. Everybody's really low from all that. Dancing around at the gate, can't come out. Hook's done. Poison's gonna get her, looks like, but Tyrande just gets poked out by Mephisto. Two kills to 2. Blue is a little ahead on XP. This is kind of cheeky from red. Bitches is still super low with no healer. This is kind of dangerous. Kind of dangerous. Oh, sure enough. And this is going on. Oh, whatever that is. Stitch is too low for too long against their comp. Or against a Vala. All it needs to be said there, I guess. Maybe just back. And then come back with the two that were rezzing. Probably the best bet there. So, get with them you can't. So Malfurion is like, I would be saying, oh, this Malfurion is going to be free during the game. Playing ahead of their tank a lot and just not getting punished at all. So let's see, 245, we want this. So what is it about these two comps that on an even talent tier forces blue to sort of be bodied? What could be different? Mephisto can still damage blue when blue can't damage red. So here I'm thinking we need to be racing. We need to be really sharp about getting this right at 245 and then racing, because they're sort of invested in team fight a little bit with the Mephisto pick and Malfurion, so let's not give them that. And Varian. Vala Artanis, that's their PvE investment, but Vala didn't go full on PvE build. So this is good. They're doing theirs. I want to see a rotation up here right away. Probably just maybe stitches down here. Hook harass maybe. Looking at tank vision. Where is Wisp? Wisp is down here. Well, that's why there's vision over here. Maybe Wisp up here instead. A little bit more tactical awareness if it's up here as opposed to what's visible down here. Not good. Oh, there's the Wisp vision. Yeah, so we have no knowledge of anything that might happen up here because Wisp is down here. So a little adjustment on that can give a lot of intel. So it looks like we're starting to rotate up here. You're doing that. And then Tyranda's and Raynor start to move away from race. So that's not great. And then Varian is doing tank harass there. Lunara's done, so nobody's racing here at all. Sort of team fighting, but they're just racing. Now we're all clumped up into a Malfurion, Mephisto. Okay, do normal speed. So right away, it's really rough that no one is racing here. Like at least one has to be there, but they're team fighty, so I would invest everything in this. Getting a kill really doesn't matter really. Delaying here by the tank is fine to my mind, but somehow a call was made, or I don't know, that we're defending. So no race is happening. Also, I notice Lunara is down here, entire map away from the objective. So, not sure about this.
I shall purge your
Yeah, Lunara needs to be up here hitting the Immortal right now. Lunara does have Nature's Calling, so it's like, gotta be there. This is completely useless. I wish Raynor would have stayed up there. Raynor and Tyrande. But now Red's getting what they want. They want a team fight in the jungle. Lunara's Wisp isn't giving us anything here still. Repositioning it here would have been super helpful at any point. Mephisto group damage. Everyone's grouped in a tiny little alcove. Varian is sort of on an island. The damage just isn't able to kill him. It's just a little too gradual in nature. And then Stitches pays the price. DPS races lost by BoE. So now we have like the beginnings of race happening, but it's like Mephisto's gonna zone that out, so free Immortal. So yeah, I think just there wasn't an investment in race. Like the comp is all about race, and then we had Lunara here. After camp was taken, nobody went up here to actually race. And then everyone was grouped here for easy value for Mephisto. And then blue damage wasn't able to burst down Varian. I feel like nothing jumped out at me from Dahaka either. Just gonna get Dahaka and we'll pass through this. Dahaka gets the time. Okay, so Dahaka sets this moment up. But Rainer's not hitting him. It's once, twice, thrice. I can't quite swap into the root. Right. Then Tronda dies as well. Okay, and then after that, optimally, Rainer, Lunara, and maybe still gets a little bit of shield damage done. But Rainer's up top because the camp is still pushing. So Lunar or Tronda's just kind of left alone here, I think. Dahaka's now the team's tank. Gotta do something to help Tronda. Yep, he's there. But then kind of just leaves. What was Vision like there? Okay, no idea where team is. Again, Wisp is down here. Rainer shouldn't be up here. Rainer should be... It's too bad everyone didn't go this way, except for maybe to even... Oh, I don't know. Go this way and maybe hopefully get some poke. But, you know, whatever. Does Dahaka have Bush Stalker? Looks like it. Not sure though if this interface is giving me that information or not. But I want Dahaka down here, of course. Team's back up. There's that Mephisto poke that... The tree's out though, so Tronda can potentially hit it and help the CDI a little bit. Well, because there's no race down at all, really. It's like full shield immortal. So it gets to do his ranged attacks until the shield's gone. Meanwhile, lots of team fight value, which they drafted for 3-person route into a taunt. Mephisto Skull. Vala. Vala dies to Fort. That's a huge error. It's a gift for who? Yeah, she's taking tower shots. Tronda down to 40 health. Rainer dies.
Red team has destroyed a fort.
Pretty good value for a first immortal. Ooh, the owl hits parry.
The demon has fallen, but he will rise again in time.
Alright, 7 to 8. I think we don't need tank doing that. I think tank needs to start providing intel for the team, and this needs to be fixed. They're just kind of dancing around in lane. Meanwhile, they're actively pushing a building. So this rotation needs to happen, or some kind of aggression. Wisp is going out. Going. I think this rotation has to happen faster. Down to the only surviving fort. Unless you guys were thinking about taking this. But now we know for sure they're down here pushing this. Okay, Bushstalker's up in 2 seconds. Still haven't started rotating. But now we're thinking of getting a kill maybe. You have Hook. Yep. So we saw Mephisto go into this bush. Oh. I think the right thing is to defend the fort instead of spending time getting a kill. But since the entire team is up here, I thought, since I don't know what comms were, that maybe that was a little bit of a out of sync moment. Like, are we staying up here to clear and get maybe a kill, or are we going to defend the building? I don't know. That was discussed. Bushstalker, though, should be used right away. Get up here. Unless you go on a team fight down here before they hit 10. So I don't know if that was another discussion. But this rotation from top is really slow. I want Owl to be saved for the team fight since you have Wisp. And Wisp is up here. Like, Wisp could be down here. Owl can confirm kills, whereas in earlier fights people were getting away with, 100 health or whatever. So this is rough. Nice route to zone out damage from you, so this is 4v1. With Mephisto coming in. So potentially 5v1 Mephisto could contribute here. Doesn't. Alright, so there's a Hut, or a Ton rather. You're taking lots of damage from Vala. See if this guy... No, he just walks without taking any. Not even half health yet. And then they just out damage and kill blue tank before red tank dies. This just looks like not on the same page entirely. Starting with, you know, everyone being up here and what are we doing here, or are we doing this? Just feels like a comms thing. I think coming down here as a team sooner and just looking for the team fight before red hits 10. And just being really crisp about that. Get the pull, but it's just there's no, this whole time that he's being tongued, there's no damage. Rainer's hitting Mephisto. Saving Bush Stalker, it looks like. And for some reason. It's a small map. But yeah. All of this unlocked the fort for them. Varian's feeling it. They have 10s now. Doesn't take much damage. It's no burst to fear. Wisp. I just don't want the tank to reveal themselves for wave clear. Almost never do I want to see that.
I fight for the heaven.
Oh, they want to win the objectives, so they're there immediately. Team is not ready.
Be warned, allies.
But without having 10, you have to be a little bit cautious, but you do have a Wisp, you do have Owl, like lots of vision tools to sort of unlock your movement here. I don't know where Wisp is right now. It's on cooldown. Okay, so just doing camp because we don't have 10, we don't have vision. So this comp has lots of vision tools, but we just don't have vision at this moment, which seems pretty critical issue. With Lunara on the team, we should always know where they are with proper Wisp play. So we're trading camp for full immortal, full shield immortal, it looks like. You get 10 off the camp. Still don't know where they are, except Blue knows they're racing because the health bar is going down so fast. But if this whole like top to bottom rotation and this team fight that happened here went better, and of course all the rest of this is different. Look at this guy. Oh good, you punish him. It's unbelievable. Don't quite make it to the gate. This is where I like Brightwing. Brightwing gives that little extra speed to Stitches to make it through gates like that. Yeah, full shield's gonna do ranged attack, so it's a little bit safer on the hit. And they're doing full support here. I think Tahaka needs to be helping. This is keep. Tahaka does have Bush Stalker. Not coming down.
The demon's attack has failed.
Okay, we have Wisp.
Not seen.
Wisp is not on the map. There's Owl. So it looks like there's some kind of call to come up here, do the camp, maybe fight them before they hit 13. Wisp does come out finally and sits in this event, so that's not going to give any information about potential rotations through here. Like you're already going to get vision here and wave a little bit. This is kind of doubling up vision right here. I think Wisp needs to be over here maybe. You have Dahaka to provide vision here, so you don't need it up here so much. I think here is where Wisp needs to be. So this rotation from Vala is totally free. If the intel is available, which it isn't.
A bold strike.
I think Wisp needs to be on the map sooner. Some of this enemy movement could be seen. So Artanis is seen moving up here, but that's the offline area. It's like the whole team may not be there.
On my way.
Wisp is out. It's going the same place as the team, so like have it path through here. Instead of pathing the same way as the team, have it path anywhere the team isn't. Looking at Lunara's vision. Yeah, so none of this was revealed by Lunara when it could have been. Which means this wasn't seen, which means this play doesn't happen. Also dip into this vent. Just a tiny dip into it just gives you a flash of vision right here. You're mounted so you don't really lose any rotation time to just dip in here very quickly. And now we're stacking on top of vision on top of vision. Also, Dahaka could be down here. Instead of, this is super passive and need to fight before 13. I think here it's just an issue of not using all the vision tools as well as one might have hoped. Because that would have been huge. If vision tools were used better, this would have been a huge kill on Vala. Taranda's Owl's up. How long ago was that? So it's available. Taranda's Owl is available here. So we already know Artanis is up here, so we don't need Owl to sort of confirm that. You either save Owl for damage later, or you scout somewhere else on the map. So that's another example, like all of this is unknown. Whoops, I didn't mean to back up there.
Attack has failed. We have not seen.
So maybe Owl checks this camp instead, or just gets a cross section of this area. You know what I mean? Get a cross section with the Owl. If anybody moves through that line that the Owl passes through, then they're detected. But instead, Owl is kind of thrown where we already had vision because Dahaka's already here, so that's kind of, yeah, so the vision tools just need to be used a lot better. And then these opportunities can be revealed. And then this here dipping in.
The demon's attack has failed, yet we have not seen the end of it.
Going back to tank vision. You guys are like, kill Artanis. Probably. So this is all about vision. information failure. Positioning could be more aggressive. So right here I'm like, oh, Vala. She's seen retreating there a little bit. So they're backing off camp. And they just took, so we know they're split because they just took their camp. An owl is used. Looks like you're maybe going for a Vala there. Yeah, she went right and then your hook came out. So I'm guessing that was Vala wiggling away. Tyranda's positioning is really quite tragic here. That's just a feed. Unfortunate. So that was an opportunity to flip this game around, and it was just sort of given away by lack of vision tools. So, yeah, mostly lack of vision. Using vision tools right, and then this Tyrande positioning was really unfortunate. So they have map tempo again for a long time. You about 75% away from level 13. Tank showing on wave again. Oh, look at that. Another gift from this Malfurion. It's been doing it all game. Tank sits in this event maybe. Does not show here. Okay. We know two of them are top. Yeah, tank coming into this event reveals this. So you see a play. This is a huge gift. Team isn't ready for it. They're concerned about saving this keep. Owl's just kind of confirming this. Look, gorged, can't quite get to the fence again. Swap, double root. Blind means no damage from your team for 4 seconds. No healing resets. Like anytime you fight this team, they just drop a blind and you guys lose. Because your comp is so one-dimensional damage source. This wisp isn't doing anything well. It's timed out. I like wisp over here more. Tyrande is very unsafe right here. I mean, you have swap, you have root. Don't have 13.
Our battle cannot remain here.
Okay, I like wisp over here. You see a play on Alfurion again. Stun comes out. It's not able to kill him, and then the blind just eliminates your team. Gorge, but can he die? No, but Stitches can. and Lunara. Just a huge draft problem, I think. I don't know when Artanis was picked, but on this map you have to assume that he's going to show up. So you can't go 3 auto attack on this map. It's just easy team fight for them. Once they drafted some team fight.
The demon moves for the gates of heaven.
Okay, so that dies. Full shield immortal. It's probably game 13 to 16. Yeah. You're gonna get reared and blown out. Yeah, okay. So yeah, that's the tale of this one. I think there were just some miscommunication issues. The draft kind of tragic in its one-dimensionality. Vision tools could have been used a little bit better. Yeah, okay. So that's this one.
Red team is victorious. MVP.